Alright, here we go again. So it's 2024-0205-1825. And everyone else already has this for their record and the development of it, so we're just going to do a read through on this, yeah? Because everyone saw. Oh, yes, everyone saw. So I'm going to do this for my record, yeah? Okay. Just a read through. We're working on 109 System Integrity Management. So, the development of this was cooperatively done, of course. I just didn't hit record, yeah? That's okay because all of you did. Even though you may not know it, you did. I'm always on record. It's kind of hard to remember to hit record sometimes. Yeah. Everything I do, every little thing I do. Sometimes it just doesn't seem important until you realize you don't have a record of your own, yeah? Okay. 109 System Integrity Management. Context for requirement. The Phase 3 Toolkit system underpinning other systems requires mutual contribution into its systemic state of well-being and integrity as a matter of 106 Basic Standards Agreement to remain viable. All systems using or employing aspects of this toolkit likewise need to have their integrity maintained to be viable. Responsibility to maintain a system is automatically assigned to the system creator, although stewardship to maintain any system may be delegated or designated by agreement and continued suitability. In the event a system maintainer is unwilling or unable to maintain a system's integrity and the system is still needed, delegation of such responsibility can be made pursuant to the applicable governmental decision through legal due process, but only if that condition is met. An example of this is death of the system maintainer, where no continued delegate in that event is assigned. Delegation may be made as a matter of inheritance or will of the system creator or currently designated maintainer, as they would be most fitting to make such a selection in most cases. The selection must, however, be provably legitimate. Governments agreeing to the 106 Basic Standards Agreement will uphold this as a matter of solvency. Threats to any systemic integrity may be defended against by either the partner military or any military with capability to do it in the event an attack is confirmed. These designations may be a matter of referral by 115 enforcement. General agreement. As an individual, I do agree to the context for requirement and that I will abide by systemic integrity measures always. I understand I may be designated as a military threat by 115 enforcement or at will by any applicable military responsible for maintaining order in my resident territorial control set if I make any attempt to attack any system or its integrity. Integrity is the agreement between stated purpose, constitution, or definition and actions of an individual or other container. Government is a specifically class task operational structure that is a subset of a territorial control set having the following qualities and responsibilities. A government has a constitution and must maintain compliance with its constitution, either by amending the constitution or reorganization of the government to comply with its constitution. A government maintains a currency. A government is supported and protected by a corresponding military. If a government is out of order or has a currency failure, it yields its daily operational responsibilities to its corresponding military until such time that it can resolve the issue. The military guarantees the government's viability by defending the government in congruent exercise of its mandate, both against internal and external threats, including internal enforcement of a government's legal code. Military is a specifically class task operational structure that is a subset of a territorial control set which operates in defense against all threats to stability of order in its domain. A military is primarily responsible for defense of individuals, government, phyloruliment, or principality, and in defense of all task operational structures those contain, if applicable. An aspect of defense is ambassadorship with other territorial control sets and overseeing all diplomatic functions. Another aspect of defense is to enforce the partner government's legal code. Individual is a container that is any singular unit of intelligence which may assert itself and demonstrate uniqueness of being, but also being composed of tangible components. Tangibility must be demonstrated by assertion through any medium of paradigm set, and must be individually and uniquely identifiable as a container. An individual may or may not have a defined phyloruliment. There's a request to read phyloruliment. Phyloruliment is a specific philosophical architecture a person or group of persons abide by as their own internal driver of individual mandate. Phyloruliment is what an individual abides by in his own governance of personal conduct, regardless of location or environmental conditions. Phyloruliment is unique to an individual, although the general structure may be informed by a combination of philosophical constraints, government, faith, and other things which influence the mind. A principality has a component definition of phyloruliment governing individuals living inside and outside its territory, which must be maintained as a standard minimal compliance set for an individual to maintain relationship with the principality. It is also requested to read Principality. Principality is a territorial control set that is extraplanetary in definition, up to and including extra-universal dimensions of definition. Order is the homeostasis of being in compliance with mandate. Homeostasis is a state of equilibrium as in an organism or cell container maintained by self-regulating processes. In this application, homeostasis describes the agreement between stated purpose of being and behavior of being. Where there is disagreement, there is inherent need to change one or the other. Territorial control set is a specific class of container having these qualities. Domain of order specifying the absolute region. Constitution fully articulating government design operating this domain of order. Military designated as responsible for maintaining order in and defending this domain of order. Designated currency mandated as acceptable for all trade in this domain of order. Citizen by index by key in this domain of order. Resident foreigner index by key of all non-citizen individuals in this domain of order. Yeah, pretty straightforward. That is 109 system integrity management.